They say you only live once. But for a select few, death was merely a suggestion, not a final destination. We are talking about surviving falls from airplanes without a parachute, walking away from nuclear blasts, and living through injuries that science says should be impossible. Today, we are counting down the top 10 luckiest human beings to ever walk the earth. And trust me, the story at number 1 is so ironic, it sounds like fiction. Let's defy the odds. Coming in at number 10, Frane Selek, often called the world's luckiest unlucky man. This Croatian music teacher's life reads like an action movie script. In 1962, his train flipped into a river. 17 people died. Frane survived with a broken arm. A year later, his plane door blew off mid-flight. He landed in a haystack while 19 others perished. Over the next few years, he survived a bus crash, 2 car fires, and being hit by a bus. To cap it all off, in 2003, he won the lottery. Talk about playing the long game. Number 9, Roy Sullivan. Number 8, Harrison O'Keefe. This is the stuff of nightmares. In 2013, a tugboat capsized off the coast of Nigeria, sinking 100 feet to the ocean floor. Harrison O'Keefe was in the toilet when it happened. In pitch blackness, he found a small pocket of air. He survived there trapped in the cold, dark deep for 60 hours. When divers finally arrived to recover bodies, they were terrified when a hand reached out and grabbed them. Harrison was alive. Number 7, Vesna Volovyul. In 1972, a bomb exploded on Jot Flight 367. The plane broke apart at 33,000 feet. Vesna, a flight attendant, fell over 6 miles to the earth without a parachute. She was pinned in the tail section of the plane, which landed at the perfect angle in deep snow, sliding to a stop. She spent days in a coma and months in a cast, but she lived to tell the tale of the highest fall survived without a parachute. Number 6, Anatoly Bogorsky. In 1978, Soviet scientist Anatoly Bogorsky was checking a malfunctioning piece of equipment when the safety mechanisms failed. He accidentally put his head directly into the path of a high-energy proton beam moving at the speed of light. He saw a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. Doctors expected him to die within days from radiation poisoning. Instead, he completed his PhD. Half his face is paralyzed and doesn't age, but he is still alive today. Number 5, Aaron Ralston. You might know this story from the movie 127 Hours, while canyoneering alone in Utah. A boulder dislodged, crushing Aaron's right hand against the canyon wall. Trapped for 5 days with little water, he recorded his goodbyes on video. But survival instinct took over. He broke his own radius and honor bone, then used a dull pocket knife to amputate his own arm to free himself. He then rappelled down a 65-foot wall to rescue. Number 4, Tsutomu Yamaguchi. On August 6, 1945, Tsutomu was in Hiroshima on business when the first atomic bomb fell. He was burned and his eardrums ruptured, but he survived. He bandaged his wounds and returned home to his family in Nagasaki. 3 days later, while he was telling his boss about the first bomb, the second one dropped. Tsutomu Yamaguchi is the only officially recognized survivor of both nuclear blasts. He lived to the age of 93. Number 3, Julian Copert. On Christmas Eve 1971, LANSA Flight 508 was struck by lightning and disintegrated over the Peruvian Amazon. 17-year-old Julianne fell 2 miles, still strapped to her seat, into the dense canopy. She was the sole survivor. With a broken collarbone and deep cuts, she remembered her father's advice. Follow the water downstream. She walked for 11 days through the jungle, fighting off insects and infection until she found a boat and was rescued. Number 2, Truman Duncan. Truman Duncan defines the word miracle. While working at a rail yard, he slipped and fell onto the tracks. A train car rolled over him, effectively cutting his body in half at the waist. Despite the catastrophic injury, he remained conscious, dialed 911 on his own phone, and waited 45 minutes for paramedics. After 23 surgeries, Truman survived. He lives today with his upper torso and a wheelchair, defying every medical textbook in existence. And finally, the most ironic survival story of all time, at number 1, Ludger Sut. In 1902, the volcano Mount Pelly erupted on the island of Martinique. The city of St. Pierre was obliterated in minutes by superheated gas and ash, killing 30,000 people. There was virtually only one survivor in the city centre, Ladja Suberis. Why? Because the night before, he got into a drunken bar fight and was thrown into solitary confinement. The thick stone walls of the underground jail cell, the fact that it had no windows, saved his life. Being the bad guy was the only thing that kept him alive. From nuclear blasts to volcanic eruptions, these people stared death in the face and won. It makes you wonder, is it destiny or just blind luck? Which of these stories blew your mind the most? Was it the man struck by lightning 7 times, or the prisoner saved by the volcano? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true stories. And if you think this was intense, click the video on your screen right now to see the top 10 unsolved mysteries that will keep you up at night. See you there.